Hello everybody, I'm the Tropes Gamer and welcome back to Minecraft. I'm gonna pick up where I was last talking about. So, last episode I was talking about this one scary story, quote unquote, scary story that I heard on YouTube where this dude and his wife said, hey, to their son, you're not allowed to go camping ever. And their reasoning was the dumbest reason I've ever heard, because they went camping, they left food all about, and they attracted a bear to their campsite. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, number one, this is on you. 100% you. Like, you left food out. Even as someone who doesn't go camping often, knows that's a big no-no. Two, why are you being so dramatic about this? You got it, like, okay, look, at the time, I get that it was a scary experience, but it wasn't like you ran into, like, something that... You know what, I was about to say something that can't kill you, but then I realized they ran into a bear. And... no, that could very much kill you. That can. I take back my disbelievement there, but at the same time, it's like, this wasn't something that was not for no reason. This was definitely on you. You did this. I don't see why you're punishing your son about denying him, honestly, if he's more competent than you, then you don't have to worry about him getting a bear at his camp. But I did not like the outcome of the story. It was realistic, yes, and it was like, yeah, kind of scary. I will agree to that, especially if you're the one dealing with it, but at the same time, it's like, you're the one that brought this upon yourself. You're the one that brought this upon yourself. You did this. It was kind of frustrating that you deny your kid the luxury of going camping when it's your own stupidity that ruined your own experience. I'm sorry, it's not that scary of a story. It's more frustrating than anything, really. Very frustrating when I think about it, like, Kind of makes me think, like, what are the dumbest things that horror people, like horror protagonists, do that just irks you a bit? My biggest thing is I hate it when people who see that there's ghost stuff going on and just, like, ignore it at the very last minute. It's usually the dad in the horror movies that ignores everything until the very last minute, like, okay, there's some weird activity going on. I think the biggest contender for this that really got my goat was when I watched, not Paranormal Activity, it was, Haunting of something, I don't know, it's a long time ago, this was an old movie, it was The Conjuring? Not The Conjuring, I'm trying to think, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. Look, the point is that the movie was supposedly based on a true story, quote-unquote true. My friend, he is a movie critique. He knows movies in and out. You tell him about a movie, he probably has some insider knowledge on said movie. He gave me the rundown that, hey, the events that were shown in this movie, I had to tell you, but one, they didn't really happen. Because according to his research, that the accurate thing about this movie compared to the actual haunting was that there was a house and it was haunted. Everything that we seen in the movie was, like, just made up. Which I felt a little robbed. I felt like a little robbed. Every time that someone says, oh, based on a true story, it's like, how based are we talking about? Like, are we talking like it's like 1/10 based? So, like, you got, like, one part of it right, and then the rest is just you made it up? Or are we talking like you got 10 for 10, is exactly accurate, insanely accurate, that it might as well be a documentary at this point? You're like, what are we talking about? But anyway, this one movie, not too accurate to the hauntings, but the dad character really, really annoyed me, really got on my goat, because everyone was starting to think, okay, ghost going on, ghost going on. The dad character's all like, no ghost going on, until something exactly happens to him, and he's like, okay, ghost going on. I'm like, now you believe it. When something happens to you, now you believe it. Not when your sons are freaking out, not when your wife's freaking out. Now you believe it when it affects you directly. Father of the Year. Father of the Year. I know that if my kids start freaking out about something in the house, I'm full attention on that. I don't care if it's their imagination. I will investigate that until they felt safe. And if they had to keep their lights on at night, I'll cleanse that house until every evil spirit's, out of the house. It's like, you're not scaring my kids. You're not picking on my kids. Go away. Try me. I dare you. Try me. If one thing about me is a positive, I am determined. You won't get rid of me, buddy. Imagine you're a ghost / demon and you're haunting me and I'm just like pestering you all the time. It's like you won't leave me alone. Leave me alone, I'm trying to hunt. Why do you keep on bothering me? Bother someone else. Why are you loading that thing with salt? What are you spreading the salt on? No, I can't enter that room now because you put the salt. I hate this human. I hate this human. He is bothersome. He's very bothersome. Like, imagine you're a ghost, your job is trying to scare someone, but they're an insomniac and they just don't go to sleep, but the kicker is that you can't scare them normally, you gotta scare them when they're asleep, so it's like, I've been trying to scare him since 3, he's been up since 12, I can't, I've done everything in the book that I'm allowed to do if he's awake, and he's still not going to sleep, I've rattled the pipe several times, and he doesn't care. You. Do not test me. Do not test me. The only reason why I'm not caving into my intrusive thoughts right now is because I see that iron golem over there. Yeah. So that's the same villager that's been taking my bed. You like the bed, buddy? You know what? You can have it. Because I have plans for you, my friend, my trespassing friend who's taken my bed for the last several episodes and it's driving me up a wall still. I have my plans for you. And I could already hear my friend who quite literally told me that, hey, Anthony, you don't need to go all out. You just need to literally put an iron door or a fence in front of your place. And this should solve the problem. And I have to say, it's not about solving the problem. It's about sending a message. That is my space, buddy. That is my space. You have a whole selection of houses over there, and yet you come into my area. My neck of the woods. You're lucky I'm on peaceful mode. Any other mode, you wouldn't be having this conversation. No, you would not be. You'd be. I hate when that happens. You would not be anything, is just the nice way of saying what I want to say. But you are tested. You know what? Test my patience. You passed the test. I'm taking this. I'm going back to talking about ghosts because I feel like talking about ghosts because right now I'm feeling a little hyper right now. I'm feeling a little energetic and right now I'm fascinated with the paranormal activity. Not the movie, the whole subject. Yeah, I just want to talk about it. So, since I mentioned the movie, I was not a fan of the movie. Granted, I don't think I've ever really liked the found footage genre, unless it's short, because, let's face it, it's like 90% of found footage media, is just like rough cuts of bad camera angles that shake a lot. I can't handle the shaking, like, if I feel nauseated, like, ugh. First time I saw Paranormal Activity, it frustrated me. Then the second one came out, and the second one was kind of a prequel, and I'm not gonna, look, I'm gonna be honest, I do have a small pet peeve when it comes to sequels that are prequels. There are very few that I'll give a pass, but only because I think that they are decent. And if you're wondering which one gets a pass, that's Red Dead Redemption 2. That one gets a pass because that's a decent game, and honestly, even though it says 2 before it takes place from 1, it's a fun game. That's why it gets a pass. But Paranormal Activity 2... Yeah, you know what? I hate that there are two people who excessively films. I think the first one, the dude's name was Micah. Yeah, this goes back to the trope that I hate, that no one acts when they see the ghost stuff happen. And I'm like, you're seeing all this stuff starting to happen, and yet you're still standing there, still filming. Granted, if I recall correctly, I think the ghost is attached to the family, but if I were in that situation, I wouldn't stay in that house. I'd get the heck out of Dodge. I'd be gone. Like, if I can't think of a good reason why the hauntings are quote-unquote happening, like if I can't find a rational, logical reason why it's going down, then I'm out. I'm not sticking around. Pack up your stuff. We'll go to a hotel. I ain't dying. End of story. Bye-bye, Ghosty. You had your chance, but you pulled it just a little too rough in the first half. Ghost is just sitting on the couch. It's like, I just moved a glass bottle slightly, and that scared him. Well, are glass bottles supposed to move on their own? No. I don't see any good reason why it should move on its own. I'm out. Surface wasn't slippery. No one moved it. I literally saw it move on its own. I'm out. Bye. Enjoy the house. Of course, if we're talking about the paranormal activity canon, I guess they're not enjoying the house or going after the person. Luckily, we're not talking about the canon. This is more of what happens if I see that stuff happening in my house, or my newly bought house. More on my reaction. But if it were my home, the home that I lived in for a long time, that I love, oh, I'm fighting it. We got a couple churches in my town, my city. I just need to call them up, call up the father, be all like, hey, Pa, these ghosts, they're invading my house. I need some holy warriors right here, right now. Send in the holy water. Don't worry about any crucifixes. I got like 2 of them. And I also got my own very Bible. It's old, it's falling apart, but I think the older it is, the more authentic it is. And you know, with that being said, the more powerful it is. That is what I think. Also, it's a family heirloom. I don't feel like just tossing it because actually, that looks like a good little place for the farm. I like how it's coming out. I even like how the tree's... I might keep the tree right there. Yeah, I kind of like how that tree is vibing. Keep you, tree. Good news for you. I'm not chopping you down. You get to live. The tree's all like, oh, thank goodness. I get to live. It just watches me plant other trees. Now we play the waiting game. I'm sorry, the waiting game? What's that supposed to mean? You'll see when it happens. The poor tree watches as I destroy its family. Destroy other trees as it gets to live. Yeah, a monster. Oh, you're a tree. But I'm a talking tree, then I guess you'll die a lot. Stupid joke, I know. Got a bunch of wheat. We have a farmer villager. We could get him a bunch of wheat, get a bunch of emeralds. There was this one glitch that I know that if you use, you could get like... Okay, it won't give you infinite emeralds because, well, I kind of like how that tree looks too. And that one, I might keep the... But there is a glitch where you could get, I think, an infinite amount of... I'm getting rid of you. I picked the other tree. The other tree looked nice. I need this area for the farm. I'm sorry. But there was this glitch where you could get infinite, I think, tripwires. I'm hoping it still works because I know there's been an update lately. I don't know if it works. And honestly, the only reason I'm not really testing it with my other world is because, well, the realm's kind of expired for my friends and we haven't, been on it recently. So, yeah, we don't want our friend to spend pocket change when none of us are on it. If I feel like playing it back on that realm, I might send him a few, the subscription thing so that we can all get back on it again. I haven't played on it recently. I feel kind of bad if I did. It'd be like, yeah, I'm not really using it. Yeah, you know. Again, it was very nice I actually paid for a realm like that. That was pretty cool of him. This is why I like my friend. He's very generous. He's a very nice dude. I mean, if he hears this, he's probably gonna say no, he isn't. But honestly, for all the stuff that he's done for the group, for all the things that he's like bought for the group, put in his own time and effort, like my friend is a very nice friend. If not nice, then he's very generous. You can have one or the other. You can either accept nice or generous. Your pick. Don't say no. And if you're wondering why I'm not saying any names, I typically have this rule to say, unless I know that they're comfortable with having their name said on the video, I use the term like a friend, or in Lorenzo's case, a stage name, because I respect their privacy. I don't know if they feel fine with it. I'm not gonna assume. The friends that I have mentioned, Lorenzo being one, but that's his stage name. He likes it. He accepts it. He goes by it when we record. Anna, because she went with her name, she don't care too much, so it's like no biggie there. Everyone else, kind of questionable at this moment, so I'm not gonna risk it. Unless I do know their stage name, then I'll drop it so they know I'm talking about them. But since I don't know if this friend has a preference on whether he wants a stage name or remain anonymous, it's like I don't know, and I'm not gonna. I just don't feel comfortable with violating any rules right now, so I'm just gonna keep it hush hush. Now I'm thinking about all the times I started a story that with a friend of mine. The big reveal, it wasn't just one friend, it was several friends, several different friends. As much as you might not think, yes, I have several friends, I'm not that big of a loner. See, this guy, he goes to his little house, he goes into his bed, and he's fine. This place, empty. You know, I'm positive there were more villagers than these three. I hear one. No one here. Why generate these many houses if there's not enough villagers? Because okay, this one makes sense. It's a workstation. Perfect sense. That's an empty house. I assume it's the one that's crashing at my place, or at least close to it. This is a workstation. Taking your leaves, and this is clay. We might need that for terracotta. I might remake Anna's statue in this world. Just to show the steps that it took so much terracotta and it's still not finished. It took so much clay and it's still not finished. I hate how and you know what? I'm gonna make her a new statue. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put a little plaque that says for Anna. A better looking statue. I mean, she ain't gonna see it because it's now on a multiplayer server. I don't know if I could change that later. This guy's in his bed. But the point is, I'm gonna make the statue look a little better than the final results. I'm not a big fan of it, but I gotta tell you, making that statue was not really easy. It took me long time. Took me a long time finding all the clay, finding making it into the terracotta. Got get the colors just right, because if they were wrong, it would have bothered me greatly. It probably wouldn't have bothered Anna that much, honestly. She probably would have loved the thought of it, but I wanted it to look a little perfect because it was a gift, especially for all the times that she recorded with me, all the time she put into this channel. Honestly, I wish I could do more for the friends that pop up and actually record with me. So, I found, not including that dude, 2 other villagers when there's quite a number of houses. You're here, I'm keeping you here. No one's here, this is a workstation. Where's the other guy? I'm gonna lock them in, I'm gonna make them into trades. Specific trades. I know if you make somebody a Fletcher, you could get a emerald for a bunch of sticks. A bunch of sticks. Can you imagine the trend? Yeah, get a bunch of sticks and look around us. We have so much wood. We just plant the trees and make the sticks. cut down the wood and so on and so on, you have like a lot of emeralds. I mean, I guess that one downside is that I hear them. I hear them around here. I hear ya. Did he get lost? I'm not in the mood for that. I see you. You're here. That's fine. Taking these leaves. You don't need these leaves. By the way, you're gonna be a Fletcher one day. Maybe today. Maybe not today. I don't know. I think gonna have to go and make that fletching table. I don't remember how you make the fletching table. I don't know why I did that. There's nobody in there. Get a bunch of sticks. We get a bunch of emeralds. We start getting better trades. I think the Fletcher. Yeah, you know who I really want? I want the dudes that give you enchantment books. Those dudes. What was it? The librarian? Yeah, the librarian. I'm positive it's a librarian. We get a bunch of librarians. We get one librarian, probably, because we got like 3 people here. 1, I want a Fletcher for easy emerald access. 2, you know what? Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably just gonna have like 2 librarians, just so that I have more opportunity to get better enchantment books. Because I do want mending for starters. I want mending for starters, but I also want silk touch. Because you know what? If I ever find something good, I want to keep it. Like, for example, if I find diamonds, I want to get it like with silk touch, bring it home, and then I want to mine it with luck 3. That's what I want. Give me more of the stuff. I don't think you could put luck on silk touch. I don't think they kind of correlate with each other. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. I hear him. I hear him. Where are you, you lost villager? Take your wheat. And your melon. There could only be one good-looking farm in this area, and it's gonna be mine. It's gonna be mine, my friend. There. If I plant it, it's technically counting as mine. So, yeah, this is my new farm. I built it myself, as you can see. Looking good. Definitely did this myself. You like the build? Yeah, definitely not stealing it from anybody or anything, yeah. To be honest, out of all the villages I've been around, I think I put more effort in this village alone. Like, I never put down like a path like this before. Never made it look a little better than it was. Why? I don't know. Figured that people are gonna be looking at it. They might as well look at something at least worked on. I'm not gonna say it looks good because, well, let's face it, it probably don't look good, but at least I tried. Sometimes you have to look at it like that. Sometimes at least you tried. And honestly, I don't like that there's a farm here. It looks dirty, it looks nasty, I'm getting rid of it. Go away. We're gonna have a bigger farm anyway. We're gonna have a, like, big farm on the other side. We don't need this many farms. I say now, but watch later down the line. I'm gonna have, like, an even bigger farm than the one that I'm just working on. Gimme. I don't know why I like the leaves. Honestly, what do the leaves do? I know you could use them for, you know, furnace, but other than that, nothing much. Nothing much now that I think about it. Taking this bed, I'm tired. Yeah, I don't know if this is your bed, but I'm taking it. Your friend took my bed, for the record. Still kind of miffed about that, but you know what? It is what it is. Might fix that location out there next, I don't know. You, go away. You. You are going to be my Fletcher. You cannot fight. You think that guy's like somewhere downstairs, like in that cave? They get trapped in a cave. I swear, these nerds are gonna be the death of me. I don't know who said that, but yes, you. You guys are gonna be the death. Oh, what? Can't go out? Yeah, don't worry. There's nothing out here that concerns you. Just your village. I don't know what else to do to improve it. Hello, don't mind me. So, what villager are you? Wow, you're the map dude, huh? I see. So, you're the one that mapped my location to say that my bed was your bed, and, well, now you have it. Enjoy being there. Enjoy being trapped. I feel like I should explore some more. I mean, I've been in this village, like, for a good number of episodes. At one point, I'm gonna have to explore. I almost got scared at the iron golem because I thought it looked a little weird, but then I realized it was just an iron golem, so I'm good. Gonna put my stuff away. We're gonna... Can't open this because that's there. And he can't get out, so we're good. Gonna put the seeds here for now. Maybe before I leave, we'll start up that farm. Maybe. Not entirely sure. Put you there. I'm never really this organized. To be honest, I'm never this organized. Usually I just put like stuff in random chests and just call it a day, but you know, I'm trying to be a little more organized with my stuff. It honestly feels a little refreshing. But I'm not gonna lie, I still get lost on where I put stuff. I feel like that's just gonna be a constant thing with me, as I'm not gonna know where I put my stuff. Okay, you go there, you go there. I hear you, kitty. I still can't make you my kitty because unfortunately I don't have any fish. I think I've said it before, but I'm kind of glad that they give you the option to go into the ocean and attack the fish for said food, because if it was all tied to, you know, the fishing rod, then, well, cat, sorry, you're never gonna be my kitty. As sad as that is. Gonna put you there. I don't know, I ever see a project that you want to do, you got excited about, but it's all like, oh, I kind of don't want to start it because it looks kind of like a lot of work. And I still don't have the recipe for an enchanted table. I need to find a diamond, I think, or get obsidian or something, I don't know. I'm still not used to that whole recipe thing, like, I swear, it messes with my head sometimes. I think right now I'm just looking up, like, what's going on, and I think at this point, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna cut forward just so we're not here. Like, yes, I want to show off the progress, I want to show all the work, but at the same time, if I'm just standing here doing nothing and have nothing to tell you or talk about, then I'm just gonna skip forward because I don't want to deal with that headache. No, we don't have that. What's the point of those glistening watermelon? Because I don't think you can eat them. I think they're potion related. In order to make a potion, you're gonna need a blaze stand, and unfortunately, you're gonna need blazes. So if you're on peaceful, you ain't gonna be finding blazes. Your best bet is take it from a village, and that's all I could think of. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I do need this other item. I need a slime block to get this one glitch going, but there's no slimes, I think, in peaceful mode. So how do you get slime, like, okay, you're gonna need slime balls to make one slime, like, 9 of them to make a block. So I need 18 to get enough for a slime block. So how am I gonna get that? Looking it up, it's either you find it with the pandas, because the baby ones sneeze it, especially the sick ones, or you trade it with the traveling villager, who I don't know when he pops in, pops out, and I'm kind of thinking we're just gonna end it here. So, with that being said, see you next time. Take care. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.